Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesper and today we are going to talk about sunscreen. We are going to talk about one I just saw the other day and that is one from Bioderma, and it is a mousse. So it is a mousse solaire, as they say, très haute protection, peu fragile, très résistant le eau. If you want it in English, then it's a sun foam and a very high protection, a delicate skin, a very water resistant. And in respect of the water resistance, then they say it is you can have a bath in it and so on, but I guess they have a little star when they say that, and what they mean is that you should obviously take care when you are going swimming, and they say you should use it before you go swimming and after you go swimming. So I guess it is so and so with the water resistance. So make sure you have enough on. So who is this for? Well, it says kids on the front, and it says SPF 50 plus. But on their webpage it says that you can actually also use it if you are an adult. So that is very convenient. Then you just have to buy one for the whole family. Though for very small children this might not be appropriate. Anyway, they say it is an SPF of 50 plus, and they don't say anything about UVA on the front, but they do say here at the back, if you can see there, they say that it is a UVA in a circle, so it is at least a third of the SPF, or equal to a third of the SPF of 50 plus. So it should be very good for UVA protection. If you want SPF protection that is of 50 plus, it will of course be a little less if you did not have an SPF of 50 plus, but you just have one that was SPF of 30. But now this one is an SPF of 50 plus, so that's a lot, I would say. What can we say about the product as such? Well, if you look at the ingredients list, then the UV filters are some of these new UV filters. So this one here is not approved as a sunscreen in America. So that is obviously a problem, but I guess you can buy it on Amazon and have it shipped to America if you really want this one here. So why did I actually choose this one? Because there is a lot of sunscreens when you go shopping. I chose this one here because it is a mousse, and I wondered how did that actually work. I mean, I do know how a mousse is working when you use it for your hair, and I think actually you can have, or at least once saw that you could get this sort of foamy stuff if you were using a self-tanner, and should make it easier somehow. Anyway, this is a foam, so a mousse, and I immediately wondered, this is a teaspoon, and how do I get kind of like half a teaspoon? Should I take kind of like half a teaspoon of mousse? Well, let's see. They say you should turn it upside down and you put it out like that. So I would say that if I took half a teaspoon, I don't think it would really make much sense. So this stuff here is obviously tested at 2 milligrams per square centimeter, but how they actually do that, because it keeps being a bit foamy, so I think that the best advice here, if you would like to use this stuff here, is simply to don't use too little, and they say that you should use it liberally or something like that. So you should use enough, and I just think it looks really fun on a commercial or something like that, but in reality, how much is this? And if I smear it on my face, it comes across as rather a lot, I would say, and then it goes sort of I don't know, it feels like something that works really well on some sort of you know, as an idea in one's head or something like that. But I'm feeling like I'm about to shave or something like that. Maybe it's good for that. I don't know. I would say this is. I think it really. I would say it's difficult to find out how much to put on because you don't really have anything to measure with. And no, does it smell? No, no. Usually this stuff kind of like has some sort of scent or something like that, but there is no perfume in this stuff here. They have tried to make something that is very delicate and so on. It doesn't even smell like glue. They often do this sort of stuff. No, it doesn't. And how does it feel on the skin? Well, it was a cooling sensation to begin with, and now it's kind of like it's not a lot, and it might just be my skin. And I have shaved before I went on camera today, so it could be because I have just shaved, but it feels like it's not warming my skin because this stuff kind of like keeps it cooling as it evaporates or something like that, but it kind of like stings a little bit. It has some sort of a tinkling effect, but as it could be just because I have just shaved today. Does it have a tinkling effect on my forehead? I don't think I am that sensitive on my forehead as I am on my cheeks, but I can't really feel it on the forehead, but on my cheeks it's a little bit it's not alarming, but it does kind of like act up a bit. Is this too much I have used? Well, it is really difficult to find out, but if you look at this one here, it says you get 150 milliliters. I would say for the price, that is a bargain, because normally when you buy a sunscreen for the same sort of price, you get only like 40 milliliters or 50 milliliters. So I wonder, is it just because I get a lot more in this, or is it because there is actually a lot more fillers in it in order to make it possible to work as the sort of a foam thing here? Well, there is something in this product here, but there is water in it as the first ingredient, and then the next ingredient is something called dicaprolyl carbonate, and that is something you use in a product in order to give a sort of a silky sort of a feel and to make it spread more evenly. I'm not quite sure if this is a sort of silky feel that I am feeling. Normally silk to me doesn't feel that sticky, you know what I mean? Kind of like, this is not what I would describe as silky feel. And it works more and more on my cheeks. Like it kind of like really annoys my cheeks actually. This is not nice. And it is very, very sticky. And again, have I used too much? I mean, it is really difficult to find out using something like this. It might be fun to use, but I think if you are using a sunscreen, you would rather like to know exactly how much you are putting on instead of having a fun feeling or something like that. And I know this is made for kids, and it is supposed to be, I guess, something that make kids like to use sunscreen, but maybe if they feel this sort of I don't know, stickiness. I don't know. I really don't know what is. Should I just smear it out and smear it out and smear it out? And how will I now know how much there is on my skin? This is there are no minerals in this stuff, but with all this stuff on my face, I would say I look a little bit to the white side. Well, yes, I don't think this is something I can recommend. I can say there is, which I think is a good thing, there is something in this product here which is called ectoine, and that is something that you will find in various sunscreens. And the reason they put that in is that it is supposed to help your skin combat the damages from the UV light. So it is not a sunscreen in itself, it's not a sun filter, it is something that is help the skin to withstand the damages or the damaging action of UV light. So yes, that is something we will talk about in another video, because there is actually a way that you can get ectoine into your skincare without using a sunscreen. And if you're using a sunscreen that does not have ectoine in it, we will look at how can you make sure that you get it on your skin anyway. So yes, I would say there really is no need to kind of like talk about this product here, because it is not something I am going to buy ever again. It just, I don't, this, I don't like this stuff. There is something else in it, and that is there is some algae extract, so from the plant kelp, and that is so it's an extract, so that would be, I guess, alginic acid rather than an alginate. So that is something that draws in moisture or keeps your skin moistened, and that is obviously a good thing if you are in the sun. But at the same time, you need a bit of moisture in the air in order to make it work appropriately, because else too much of it might dry out your skin, and you don't want that if you are in the sun. So I always say that if you're using an alginic acid or an alginate, or for that matter one of these other stuff like a hyaluronic acid, then it is good to kind of like mist your skin just before you put your moisturizer on. So yes, there will be moisture in a product with hyaluronic acid, yes, but if you are just leaving it on the skin and then just before it dries out, you add a little bit of a splash of water and you let that sink in, and then just before that has sunk in, you put on your moisturizer. So that is a good thing to do, because that will bind more water in your skin. So yes, my verdict on this stuff here is that it was a waste of money as such, but not for me, because I wanted to make a video to show you that you should not buy this stuff here unless you would like to have this sort of silky feeling on your skin. I don't know, I don't think they say it is a silky feeling, but the product that they have put in, or the ingredient, is known for giving a sort of a silky feel to the skin. But I think in this instance here, there is so many other ingredients in it that it does not really work that well. So yes, that was my verdict on this product here. So if you would like to see more of this sort of videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and do all those things you must do in order to be notified when I upload more of this sort of videos. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.